Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 5916. It's a tier 6 Chinese light tank. It's located on the south spur of Live Oaks and it's under the command of BassmanFromHell. And this battle he's in platoon with Royal Flying Corps from Reborn, and he's in the T-37. That's the American tier 6 light tank. Battle started. Well, it's one thing straight away that you can notice, that Bassman's got 2 marks on his barrel, and the 5916, well, it's rather nippy, but it's got absolutely dreadful armour, I'm afraid. Yep, it's got pretty terrible armour, but it does have a fairly good gun. 76mm, does 115 alpha, penetrates 138mm. But what really sells this tank is the fact that it does move very, very quickly. Okay, well, he's gone up on top of the hill. Knocks a tree down, which sort of tells the enemy that you're here, and there are 2 Arty on the enemy team. So if an enemy round doesn't come in the next couple of seconds, the enemy Arty is not paying attention. Well, there's a tank we can hit, and it's, oh, we got some lovely shots on him as well. Low roll, tries another auto aimed, it doesn't work. Well, that's a good tank to get out of the game straight away, the T-52, but the enemy does have another one. And he's in town at the moment, so he's done a quick circuit, spotting all our guys. Okay, Bassman's going to probably pop up on this hill after knocking that tree down, see if there's anything he can spot. Nope. And the enemy's just lost their T-52 again. He got derped by a KV-2 on our team. Oh look, the enemy's got a 5916 as well, except of course he's just on the outskirts of the town. And there is an enemy Arty. It's an FE304, the Burt. He's got 1 shot in, and he got another one. Can he get the kill shot? Nope, probably not, because the guy was pulling back quickly. But he did get some useful damage off him. Both were high rolls as well. Okay, the Type 64 moving between buildings. Oh, no, that's a missed opportunity there. Could have shot one just as he was passing through the gap. Mind you, he would have been spotted in return. And it looks to me like Royal Flying Corps is getting a couple of rounds into him. And he just knocked a tree down as he escaped. We might see him again, that guy. Cromwell B, sitting up there. Got a nice little round into him. It's a high roll. Can we get another one? He's moving. It's at such a long range, it's really difficult to get accurate shots. And that Burt is still there. And I suspect it's Royal Flying Corps who spotted him. And we got to round into the Hellcat as well. And I think it might be Royal Flying Corps who's spotting all these guys. So he's picking up the spotting damage. And the Hellcat's gone down. Now, can he get shots on these guys in the town? Yes, he can. In fact, there's an overlap on those 2 tanks there. And one right through the side of the turret. Guy pulls back, but he still puts a round into him. And another. That T-34 is getting slowly whittled away. I haven't got shots on those guys there on the other side of the buildings. Oh, Flying Corps in trouble. Jagdpanzer 4. Can we put a tracking? Yes, we've got him. One more. And that's a kill. Saves Royal Flying Corps. Okay, the Thunderbolt could move up. He's just sitting there at the moment behind the building. Their 5916 is sitting on the outskirts of town behind cover. And we haven't got shots of that T-34-85. He's learned that, yes, he needs to stay behind a wall to avoid becoming a pincushion. Okay, I think we've done as much as we can from this spot. And it's time for relocation. That KV-2 could do with moving up, actually, but I think the problem is that the enemy has actually now conquered most of the town. Now all of our guys in town have been wiped out, so that Thunderbolt not moving up is probably actually helped now, because what Bassman's going to have to do now is spot. And oh, we lost Raw Flying Corps early on. He did get taken out. Now he does have shots on the KV2. Oh my gum! We just moved through the field of fire of our own KV2 and took a round right up our rear. Luckily, there's no team damage anymore, so we weren't blown away. But this guy's got to be more careful with his shots. And a nice shot there on the KV2 went right underneath the gun mantlet, I think. But our own KV2 is taking fire, so I'm sure that Bassman is very grateful that team damage has been switched off. Otherwise, at this moment, he would be sporting a new posterior. Well, I'm just saying it's a fancy way of saying he'd have a new arsehole. Oh, KV2's come back into sight. I'm sure that my video is going to get demonetized for me saying that. I mean, that would be restricted. Well, what do you say? He would have he shot him in the ass. If Klaus Kellerman was on, he'd say it. Okay, he's playing Peekaboo. And it's a good job that Bassman's not firing. Well, firstly, because it's very difficult to see the target or hit the target, but obviously he has pulled back after each shot just to make sure that he wasn't spotted. It's only the front of that vehicle sticking out. Now we do have Arty, so they can do some damage. Oh, 5916's got close to our Thunderbolt. And our KV2 finally hits the right target and takes out the enemy KV2. Okay, I think we're going to do some advanced spotting now. Bassman's got rather aggressive. That or he just doesn't want it to be near that KV2 just in case he picks him again. Only the top of that turret was showing, but he got the spotting for it. Ah, now KV-85's come into view. Auto aimed on. One round in. Nicely. And second round kills. So that's his second kill. Now, 5916 over by the Thunderbolt. Now, we really make his day if we turn up behind him and put a few rounds into his rear. I'm going to go straight over the hill. Or are we going round it? Round it. Okay. Mind you, the 5916 might see us coming. He's the other side of that bank now, so he's a long way away, but he may not be looking in the right direction when he turns up. He will get the beep beep that he's been seen, but he might think it's somebody else. Well, the first auto-aim shot didn't work. We've been spotted by the Type 64. Are we auto-aiming again? Come on, lock on. One in. 2 shots to kill. Oh, lucky! The kill went down to the Skoda T40, but we did lose some hit points. But we now outnumber the enemy. And the Type 64, well, he's not too far away. Remember, he was just seen underneath the bridge, taking pot shots at Bassman. Now, where are you? There you are. Okay, he's not going to auto-aim on. He's going to try and catch him. They're both pretty fast. And technically, they're both Chinese, but... ooh, that was close. But of course, one of them is Taiwanese, the other one is Chinese. And there is a difference. Not from the Chinese perspective, but from the Taiwanese perspective there is. Aha! Now he disappeared. Did he go underneath the bridge and come up the other side? He might have done that, you know. And that might be the sneaky way of getting away. Well, there's an Arty, an M44, but he's probably still up at the base. and he's got a fairly short view range, so he might not see us coming. Sixth sense not gone off, so obviously he doesn't know we're coming, and it sort of indicates that the Type 64 probably did go underneath the bridge, come out the other side. Ah, now we've been spotted. That would be the M44. Need to be careful. That's it. It is the M44. Puts one in. That's potentially the high caliber. One more. He's firing the HE. Yes, gets it. Okay. In fact, actually, it's funny today because Klaus was saying, why would you load HE? Well, why not? Because it's very good against thin-skinned vehicles. Oh dear, we lost the Skoda, and that's where the Type 64 is. So we're going to leave the cap because we're not going to tell the Type 64 exactly where we are. We're going to try and creep up on him. We know where he is at the moment, but he probably won't be there for very long. And the nearest player from our team is the Hummel. We don't really want to let him get to the Hummel. But I sort of have the feeling that Type 64 is going to try and escape and invade. He doesn't want to be here when we turn up. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he is. And he's found the Hummel. Oh, and we lost the Hummel. Couldn't be helped, but I'm sure the Hummel player is a bit miffed. Auto aim's on, doesn't get it the first time round. Keep moving. Yes, he gets it. Kill shot. Wins the game for his team. Nicely played. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for BassmanFromHell in the 5916. He got a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4. A fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. Out of the epic medals, he picked up the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that battle. And he also got a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, as well as being hit by his own team by mistake. And his win rate for that game was 11,300. And even my bird's excited. You could hear him in the background. Okay, right. Well, let's have a look at the team score. Top of the table, 2,090 hit points of damage in that game. Yep, and the next highest scorer, the Type 64, the one he was chasing, 1,708 to him. He actually did pick up 2 medals as well. He got a Pascucci's medal and the Top Gun because he got both of Arty and 6 kills. But when it came to kills, yes, he did get the highest amount. Bassman managed to get 4 kills. And after them, it was the Skoda T40 and the KV2, both with 3 kills apiece. And where did Raw Flying Corps come? Well, he got 134 hit points of damage during the game and no kills, but he did pick up 256 base XP, and he did get 299 spotting. So he was spotting for some of Bassman's shots. When it comes to base XP, though, it was definitely Bassman all the way. 1,235 base experience points. The next highest score was the Skoda T40 with 661, and then the T150 with 583. He fired 33 rounds, got 21 direct hits and 19 penetrations. Splash on 1, that was on the M44. And 2,090 hit points of damage, of which 1,068 were at more than 300 meters. That's all the shots that he did when he was sitting up on top of the hill. He received 3 shots, received 3 hits rather. Only one of them which was a penetration, which is surprising because the armor on this vehicle is pretty terrible. As I said at the start, that's what makes it go fast. It's got very, very negligible armor. But he did get 2 hits as a result of splash damage from people firing HE at him. And he spotted 2 enemy vehicles, damaged 12 of the enemy, killed 4, and did 1,398 hit points of spotting assist during that game. On a premium count, he earned 46,227 credits for the game. And after a resupply of repair, resupply of ammunition and consumables, he actually ended up with a profit of 15,529 credits. He picked up 2 bonds, one for the Confederate and one for the high caliber, and 1,852 base, it's not base because it's on a premium count, 1,852 XP, and there was no multiplier, so that's all the experience points he took away. He titled this, "Give me that win, yes!" I won't say the rest. Yes, he did earn it, and he earned it because he was buzzing around doing all the work. And of course, actually taking those shots from the hill was very, very good. Although it's a bit risky because if they do spot you, they are going to fill you full of holes because you stand out like a sore thumb up on top of that hill. But for some reason, they just couldn't see him. And I think that may be down to the fact that he knocked down those trees. But that was a really good game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, hit that notification button, and thank you for watching.